it's Angela. Welcome to our latest and greatest edition of Spotlight on Success, and we're here today with Maryglenn Boals of MG Boals and Associates. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So Maryglenn, you and I have had a multitude of conversations about long-term care insurance. So tell me about long-term care insurance and why it's particularly of importance to the gay and lesbian community.
Well, long-term care insurance is really important for everybody to talk about, and it's interesting because only about 8% of the population has it, so that means about 92% of people need to be talking about it. And I think in the LGBT community, it's really important because what a lot of couples don't realize is this is one type of insurance that will recognize your status as a couple. You get the same discounts and benefits as a married couple would. So you could even just be living together. Some of those periods of times are only even 1 year. And I think those, issues really need to be brought to the attention of the community.
Well, I agree with you. And we've had several conversations about the fact that the LGBT community is outwardly aging for the first time, that we have a multitude of folks that are aging and aging quite gracefully, that we're living longer, and that the family just that the traditional family unit has changed. I know we were talking the other day that there's a new study that just came out about 2 weeks ago where only 48% of Americans are in traditional married family units now.
Right, and you and I talked about that that's family of choice, maybe not a blood-related family, but these are all about who we love and care about and who we want to make sure is protected and cared for. And long-term care is one of those because as we are all aging, that becomes a real concern. Are we going to be able to look out for each other? And I think with the LGBT community, it's really taking those conversations just a step further and exploring some more of the what-ifs. I have, years ago, I was a nursing home administrator, and I think there's just some issues that couples need to talk about.
So this could be about couples, but it could also be if I happen to be a single member of the LGBT community and say I have a friend that I want to have healthcare power of attorney should anything happen to me, I can utilize long-term care insurance to help facilitate those things.
Right. What we would do is we would make sure that you had insurance and that your friend understood how to administer your insurance should you ever be in a situation where you're not able to take care of yourself and it would be time to go on a claim for long-term care. I think people need to understand a little bit about where long-term care insurance fits. You have your health insurance for when you have like a health crisis, but then you have disability insurance to replace your income during that crisis. But long-term care insurance is really about paying for someone to come into your home to take care of you because maybe that friend isn't available, or how can they miss out on their job and not be paid? Many people take family leaves, but those are unpaid. So sometimes you can even have policies that would pay for your partner, a spouse, a friend, whoever that might be, to be your caregiver.
So this helps level the playing field to a certain extent, in particular in the LGBT community. And then I think obviously there's some peace of mind there. So I've learned so much about long-term care insurance through you and through MG Boals and Associates' relationship with One Community. Tell us a little bit about why it's important for you to be a One Community business member.
Well, I think it's just that to be aware in the community that the issues are a little different. It's not the same. And you've shared so much too with me about making sure the paperwork is correct because it's not always an assumed relationship. And what I do when I work with same-sex couples is to then talk with them about even finances because many times finances are not commingled. These are questions that haven't been addressed, and what if your partner runs out of money? Are you willing to go into your money to take care of this person? Everyone handles their relationships so differently, and it's having that conversation. It's not that I need to hear the answers, but I think I can raise questions that will make you go home and do a little homework and have that chat between each other. Okay,
wonderful. And again, we're leveling the playing field, and I'm sleeping better at night just being empowered because I know that these options are out there.
Buying a vehicle is a pretty big decision. At Camelback Volkswagen, there is a difference. It's not the Volkswagen, it's not the price. The difference is our commitment to you. It starts with our 24-hour test drive, 5-day no-hassle return policy, so you get the right Volkswagen for you. At Camelback Volkswagen, the difference is nitrogen-filled tires, door guards, even service loaners for life. We're here for you even after the sale, and if you ever need anything, contact me directly. Experience the difference, the Camelback Volkswagen difference.
So I know that you, in general, just as a wonderful community member, are so involved in giving back in a variety of ways. Let one community know about some of the ways that you're involved in kind of heightening community awareness and some of your volunteerism.
I'm a little busy there.
Just a tad.
I am a member of NAFA, which is the National Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors, and I've, up until now, held board positions with them. I am not serving this year because I'm trying to move around and spend some time with other groups, but typically I was the government relations, so staying right on top of what was happening with legislature and anything that would impact long-term care, insurance, and those type of insurance issues. Also, I'm involved with the YMCA. I'm on their endowment committee, and this is their kind of their livelihood. We're the kind of the financial pipeline, keeping the institution there so that people that don't have the money to join, we are kind of helping fund that for not just the today operational costs, but for the long-term costs. So I've been involved with them for many years. The Arthritis Foundation, I think you know.
Absolutely.
I have been involved with them for probably 15 to 20 years. Arthritis is the #1 cause of disability in the United States, so I think it's very important that people know that. But chaired a couple events for them, had some real fun with Robert Black and his fashions.
Absolutely.
We did a vintage fashion show last year. And then also, I'm trying to remember.
Teach for America.
Teach for America.
As I recall,
how can I forget
I
them?
think you rang the bell, I don't know, 2 or 3 months back, because there were some folks, some kids that were in a charter school, and they are on vouchers because they've got tougher socioeconomic situations, and we got together, 5 or 6 one community businesses, and we threw the kids prom.
One community took over a prom. And if you've ever seen a fabulous prom, you want one community to like own your prom. But yeah, and we pulled that together literally in less than, I think we did it in 3 weeks. We got donations from the community, but one community was actually our hands and our feet on the ground and the creativity, the decorating, everything, and then the people that were actually there that night to make it all happen. I know you pulled together a great team of people, reached out to a lot of your contacts, and that all came about because of Teach for America. We sponsor a teacher every year, and our teacher came to us with this little concern that her kids weren't going to have a prom this year because of the financial situation. And I don't know, being the hopeless romantic, I wanted these kids to have their prom and have that experience. So I just am so grateful everyone supported that.
Well, and we were certainly very happy to jump on board, and I know that everybody that got involved just felt really good. It was a nice feeling to know that we really had made a positive difference on these young people's lives, and every kid should have a prom, I think. Maryglenn, is there anything you want to add to this wonderful Spotlight interview?
I just think you have done amazing things. I know how many lives and how many businesses that you are giving the opportunity that we get to work with the LGBT community much more closer. We get to understand the issues better. And as an ally, I am just so honored to get to work with you.
Well, I'm going to give that right back to you, because you have definitely helped educate one community and our members on the importance of long-term care and the difference in just, I think, as with every community, the more we know, the better decisions we're making. And long-term care is something that I didn't even know existed until you and I came across one another. So I will tell you that the kudos are mutual. Thank you for what you do with one community, and thank you for just what you're doing for the entire community. You spend an awful lot of time giving back. So,
well, you're very welcome. Thank you.
All righty.